So, this is Sam. First off, we're gonna go over just like practice. So, we have all our practice dates listed, and then we should know by now what time your practice is. Just remember that it's a sport, so there are gonna be hard practices, but you guys have a huge influence on them, so you want to keep them positive, keep them going. If it was hard and they're like it sucked, nothing went right, that's where you can turn it into a learning experience. Make it like, well, what could you have done to make it better? And then if they're like, oh, it was all this other girl's fault, well, why don't you help her? You be the leader. Just try to keep them going. Don't reinforce the negativity because you, as their parent, give them a huge outlook of how everything works. Um, Also, if you're going to be missing practices, it's best if you let us know. So up here we have 1,000,001 ways that you can contact us. So you have the email, you can do it through Facebook, you can do it through the Remind. This is really good. This is also how you'll know first of any last minute changes or anything like that. We also have where our practice videos are posted on YouTube. Now it's kind of weird. You have to look up Alyssa Megan, and then the Hammond coach page will show up, and you can see all the videos. And then we also offer cheernastics, which is just like tumbling classes. So those cartwheels, round-offs, back walkovers, hopefully back handsprings eventually. We offer those in Portage, which is also where our 1 through 3 stunt clinic is. They are beginning, so we do have another one this weekend on the 16th, and then these are all of the dates. So if they have no tumbling experience, so they can't do a back bend and then kick over on their own or walk over, then they would be in level 1 or level 2 depending on their age. So divisions 1 and 2 would be in level 1, and then divisions 3 and up would be in level 2 until they can get those skills. So 3 and 4 are basically just require skills to get into. And then at the bottom we have all of our pricing and our due dates. So this little piece of paper, we have them at the front desk with Miss Melissa, but this little piece of paper has basically anything you need to know, or any way you could contact someone to find out what you need to know. So raffle slash sweepstake tickets are due by March 1st in the mail, or you can take them to Stunt Clinic, which is probably the easiest way. You have to have a money order for this. We will go over this shortly on their next screen. T-shirts, which are those red shirts. If you were here last season, it's the same shirts. If not, then it's a red Hammond shirt. These are best for the kids to wear to practices, events, you to wear to events to support the team. Now, I extended the due date because of our canceled practice, so that will be February, like next week on Monday. It's cash only, $10 per shirt. And then our stunt clinic we'll also go over later, but you can register online at erp.championforce-online registration. So we just stunt for the entire time there. It's in Portage. We'll go over that shortly. Uniform orders are due by March 4th. So right here is the prices, depending on what division you are. And then if they're going to competition, which if they're not going to competition, you should let myself or Alyssa know shortly. The sooner the better, so we can work that through in the routine. They will need white gym shoes and no-show white socks for competitions, and also preferably a phony pony. If not, you can curl their hair. Just make sure it's nice and tight. Bow and makeup fee, which you will receive the bow and the makeup at competition. It's cash only, $10 per kid, and then that is due by February 18th, which we will be accepting it until the following week, which I believe is the 25th. And then our first competition is April 27th. It's going to be in Kokomo. It's usually about a $30 registration fee if you do the early bird fee. Always do the early bird because it saves you the money. You'll be there anyways, so you might as well pay less to be there. And then the same thing with state. If we place at regionals, we advance to state, which will be May 18th in Warsaw. So with regionals and state, even if they don't place at regionals, so they don't get a bid for state, then they're still going to have practice. We'll just be working on skills and what we can improve for the next season. So that is everything on this page. Next, we have sweepstakes. So this is basically a raffle, but it's for donation. So each ticket isn't exactly $1. It could be $5. It's whatever they want to give you. For every $30 you send in, you get 15 back in CF bucks, which for Divisions 1 and 2, you can use for stunt clinics, you can use for uniforms, merchandise, competition fees, but not for bow and sock and bow and makeup, or any of that stuff. Only for events and things like that. Division 3 can use it for cheer camp and what else? What's the other thing? Nationals, while Division 4 can't use it for nationals. They should have received this paper on Monday at practice. You can always pick up tickets from Melissa at the front desk. Just make sure you either mail it in by the 1st or take it to Stunt Clinic. So Stunt Clinic for Divisions 1 through 3 is in Portage. It's off Ridge Road, aka 6. Division 1, as listed, is an hour and a half and then 2 hours for the other two divisions. It's $15 or $25. This is great because there's only so many coaches to so many kids in practice. Plus, these kids get to work together, be a team, become dedicated together, and get used to each other. So they can find their place in that stunt group. The more they work together, the more confident they're going to be in those skills, and the more confidence it's always the better. That's one of our main goals with these kids. That's that. You can register online, same thing at ERP right here, championforce.com/online registration. The sooner you do it, the better. And times will be released probably about 2 weeks before the event. Now, Division 4s is a little different. I think most of you guys understand, but early bird is by March 1st, and it's $50 until then. It's up in Niles this time, which is actually closer than Indy, so don't worry. And we're super excited. Yes. What is left? Division 3 Nationals. So this is our first Nationals for Division 3. Super exciting. Now with this, registration is online, and if you do it by May 30th, it's $85. If you wait till after, it's $100, so not very good. Do it the earlier the better. That's always how it works with registration, because you're going to be there, so you might as well just pay less to be there. Registration comes with a t-shirt, so don't order them one, it comes with it. This is in July, and it will be at Duke Energy in Ohio. Okay, that is all I've got. Just remember to keep it positive, guys. And practice makes perfect, so attendance is key. That's all I've got. If you have any questions, email myself or Alyssa, remind, text us, anything. There's so many ways to get a hold of us. Okay, thank you. Have a good night.